So, as we went through last time, minimalist running has a lot of benefits. I stated a few reasons why I'm getting into it, but today is all about the science behind it, and to try and get you guys involved and understanding the benefits of barefoot running. So these shoes here, Adidas Questa Rises, are the shoes I've been training with for the last 2 years, whether it's running in the gym or any other form of physical activity. And as you can see, they are quite cushioned. Now these are my new Vivo Barefoot Primus Light 2s, minimalist shoes, very low heel drop, so that's the amount of cushioning there is between the heel and the ground beneath. So they're very minimal, and as I showed you last time, you can basically scrunch them up. And in this particular picture, we can see the difference in the heel drop between the Adidas Questa Rises and the Vivo Barefoots. So Vivo Barefoot is about 3mm, and as you can see, the Adidas heel drops are a lot higher. So it's more cushioning, but I'll go into more detail as to why that may be an issue. Now, as we can see here, barefoot. Now, just think about this. You put your feet together, and its narrow basing is very unstable. And then when you spread your feet out, you've got a wider base, and you're more stable. So this is the idea between the, toe box in the Vivo Barefoots. They're meant to give you a lot more stability than a regular shoe would. So as humans, through evolution, we've developed 3 rocking motions when we're walking. So first is the heel motion, where you first contact the ground with your heel. You then go into a second rocking motion, which is the arch, and that's where you're flat-footed. And thirdly is the forefoot rocking motion, and that's when you're essentially leaving the ground and placing your other foot onto the ground respectively. Now, jogging and running, you only really use 2 rocking motions, which is the arch and the forefoot. Now when you're sprinting, it's mainly the forefoot, because you're leaning quite far forward and you're really looking for bounce as opposed to extra friction when you start getting more rocking motions involved. Now, looking at cushioned soles, so these are more or less your everyday running shoes. Now the big issue here is heel striking. Because there's a large amount of cushioning, our bodies have adapted to hitting the ground heel first, at least for a majority of runners, and this places added weight and negative pressure on both your knees and hips. So when you get older, these could be, problems that come up in your health. And now looking at minimalist soles, which is what I'm currently wearing, what you have is you have a mid-foot drop. Okay, so your arch striking, which is what you want to be doing when you're running, and that really helps in terms of turning your arch of your sole into a natural shock absorber. So this means that there's less pressure placed on your knees and your hips, which will definitely benefit you in the long term.